I'm Brenna.
And I'm Melissa, and we're here from Backstage Pass at LaSalle's Campus Movie Fest.
So we're getting the first-hand look at everyone's fashion and movie ideas.
And getting little sneak peeks about their films. So stay tuned and we'll show you more.
Okay,
so we're with Bethany and Megan doing their prom pose.
Let's do it through the whole
Working it, we didn't even ask them.
Is this your signature red carpet pose?
Oh, I mean, this is like our signature best friend pose.
I like it. Looking very nice tonight. How did you come up with your outfit? How did you decide?
Well, I didn't want to be too dressy, but I feel like a lot of people are dressed up, so next year I'm definitely going to put some heels on.
Yeah, I just had to look fly tonight. You know, I got my shoe working. So.
Impressively.
We like it.
You already know.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for that to happen anyway, though.
Of course not.
So what are you thinking going to tonight?
I just want everyone to have a good time, enjoy their movies, enjoy everyone else. I mean, have fun. I know it's really stressful, everyone's excited, they want to know if they got an award, if they were chosen by the jury, but I just want everyone to have fun. I think that's what this is about.
Okay, so the first question we have to start off with is, did you participate in it? Did you make a movie? Were you acting? Are we with stars right now?
We did make a movie.
I am an actor in the movie.
Chad kills it, and Brenna, this girl named Brenna Devaney, really steals the show.
She's awesome, and I'm a little biased because I am in the movie, but
she's awesome.
I think it is a good chance. Yeah, I know, and I think it's a really good chance to win.
Our movie's about a woman who used to get what she wants, and she met a guy who didn't give her that. And in a sense, it drove her to a point in her life where I guess the movie can tell you from there.
My character, Gabe, is on a date with this gorgeous woman, Maddie, who, by some stroke of dumb luck. So he's so nervous and so incompetent and so unsure of himself. He gets his best friend Rose to help him out, and he gets her to make these super cool glasses.
Props. Oh snap.
So she can see and hear everything he does.
Watching movies, we wanted people to watch it, but also get more out of it as well. And at the end, really be like, wow, I understand a dilemma, but yet there's more I want to know. And that openness really makes great for the mind. So we really were going for that.
A little popcorn box, and inside you're going to pick out something. It's either going to have Work It, which you can make do your own little photo shoot, or it's going to have a dance off, strut off, or it'll have some kind of question to it. Do you want to accept the challenge?
Yeah, that's all right. I knew you guys would do it. I had a feeling.
Work It. 1, 2, 3, pose. Hold it. Definitely definitely a winner. Hold it.
That's my favorite one.
That was my favorite one. Thank you, guys.
So it's safe to say we are super, super excited about all of the movies we're about to watch tonight.
And we got a couple secrets out of people, so I'm very surprised.
A lot of divas, I feel like.
Exactly, but that's okay because we are equipped to handle them.
Of course.
So we're a little nervous to see all the scary movies, but we'll let you know how it happens, or how it goes.
So thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thank you.
To learn more about Campus Movie Fest, we brought in director of one of the winning films, Saving Sadie, to hear about his experiences in this year's competition and what it takes to make an award-winning film. We take you to Corey Meredith, who had the chance to sit down with Nick Stahl.
Hi, I'm Corey Meredith, and today we are sitting down with Nick Stahl, who is the director of this year's Campus Movie Fest Jury Award winner and Best Special Effects winner, Saving Sadie. So Nick, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Was this your first year making a Campus Movie Fest movie?
No, this is my second year. Yeah, last year we did a film called 180, and there was a lot of cursing in it, which is probably why we didn't win, but yeah.
It was good experience under your belt, huh? So could you explain a little bit about what Saving Sadie was, kind of the motivation behind it?
Saving Sadie came from a lot of we started out with a lot of ideas that kind of fit together. At first, me and a couple buddies of mine, we're thinking about doing something post-apocalyptic. And we kind of wanted to do something with gore and with some sort of makeup and effects and everything like that. So we started working on something like that, and we came up with a couple characters, which none of them we used. One of them I remember, Todd. He was the weird friend of the group, I guess you could say, and that didn't work out. So it took a little bit of thinking and everything, but I guess a month or two later, we started really getting our ideas down and everything. So then, I think the name Saving Sadie came to me in probably a day. And from that point, we started getting the ideas together, like, okay, Sadie, we have like 3 henchmen, and they're gonna be chasing her or doing something like that. I wanted to do something with slow motion, so we had that in the film. And I like death, so I wanted to do something with that. I like working with blood, and I mean, all these ideas just kind of like, I slept on everything, and then like I started putting a script together with my friend Luke and Andrew and Elna and Audrey and all them. So we started, we had like a lot of meetings in the library and everything, and we started putting everything together that way, and then we came up with the story. We had Saving Sadie. It was, it's what it was, if you guys see it.
Yeah, so we only have a week to shoot this whole movie, but there's a lot of time and preparation that goes on outside of the week. Can you kind of explain a little bit of that? Like, how long did it take you? You said like a month or 2, but how long did you start preparing for this movie?
Yeah, I think the beginning to middle of last semester, of the fall semester, and we started working on that. At first, I was kind of looking for teammates and everything to work with, and I met my crew of people who I work with now, and it kind of like grew, and we became like best friends basically. And I don't know, we just started. I had the idea, and we just decided to meet up and get this thing together.
I think the question that we're all dying to know: why was Sadie being saved?
Oh God.
Or is that just a mystery?
That's the mystery. I kind of left it like that. I like to leave it like open-ended. I kind of like, I think Bill Wine told me one time something about like leaving things open-ended. It kind of pisses the audience off a little bit. I love to do that, so we did that.
I think it worked.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, being the winner of the Best Special Effects, and me myself being in media, I just really want to know how did you do that? Like, all of it looks so real. All the blood looks so real. It was just amazing. How did you do that?
About a week before we started filming, we went and actually, there's a couple like makeup shops around Philly. There's a Masquerade in South Philly, and there's a Party City and all that stuff. So we went there. I saved up money beforehand. A couple people on the team like pitched in some money. I think I spent around $60 to $100 on makeup. We got a lot of blood capsules. The knife we used was a real knife, but we used like the other end of it. So, and I mean, we kind of made it look real, but like there was no like, I don't know. But yeah, the makeup and everything we bought like a week before. Makeup was a little bit of a challenge, but we got it done.
Cool.
Yeah.
And now, being a jury winner, you're going to Hollywood. How do you plan on getting there?
Fundraising. A lot of fundraising. A lot of screenings around the city and everything, and yeah.
That's awesome. Well, best of luck to you and your team. We're
Thank
going to
you.
take a short little preview at the movie, and then we're going to wrap
Thank
things
you.
up. Take a look.
Way to go. Jack, you know they're coming for her.
I know.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Nick, for coming on. Saving Sadie was amazing, and best of luck in Hollywood. Back to Steve and Madison in the studio.
Thanks, Corey. Can't wait to see what Nick does in Hollywood. Well, now that we have covered the campus, let's get to some city news.
The cost of college is a burden to many Americans across the country. Thankfully, for the high school class of 2015, there is a way for them to get a college education, and the best part, it's debt and tuition free. The Community College of Philadelphia will start offering associate's degrees with free tuition starting in the fall semester of 2015. The completion of the FAFSA and eligibility of the Pell Grant is required in order to receive the benefits, and according to the Philadelphia Inquirer, 440 students will be able to take advantage of this program in its first year.
The streets were pink during the Subaru Cherry Blossom Festival in the city on Sunday, April 12th. Since its beginning in 1926, the free event has captivated thousands of people in Fairmont Park for many years with the Japanese tradition of welcoming the spring season. This year, guests were brought to the event to enjoy the sight of the blossoming cherry trees peeking out, creating origami, making sushi, or listening to the ceremonial drumming of a tikyo drum. There were many other events included in the festival that mainly celebrated both contemporary and traditional Japan, including martial arts and performances and tea ceremonies.
The Cherry Bloom Festival was not the only event this weekend. With festival season finally here, the historic Main Street of Manayunk, Pennsylvania was the place to be last Sunday, April 12th. College students, families, and people from all around town walked the streets, treating their taste buds and enjoying the live music. Destination Schuylkill River hosted a kid-friendly recess zone, while parents and young adults could enjoy the beer gardens and food trucks that parked along Main Street. The Manayunk Street Food Festival was the kickoff celebration to Restaurant Week that will feature fine dining, affordable prices across Manayunk from April 13th to April 15th. The lines were long, but I enjoyed my coconut almond joy ice cream.
I know, we waited an hour in line for ice cream, but it was definitely worth the wait.
Absolutely.
So, well, now that the city is covered, we'll give you the world.
The astonishing news came earlier this month that a notable magazine at the center of defaming the reputation of 7 innocent college students. In the November issue of Rolling Stone magazine, writer Sabrina Erdley reported that a female at the University of Virginia was raped by 7 fraternity members. The news spilled that it was all a lie based on a phony testimony. The biggest controversy coming from this is that Erdley will not be relieved from her position, and she will continue to write for the magazine. Many are disgusted that she did not do more job reporting and that she is keeping her job.
Starbucks has expanded on a program to give back to their employees. The Starbucks College Achievement Plan was launched last June and has recently been expanded to offer full college tuition to Starbucks employees. The company has partnered up with Arizona State University, offering full college tuition for full-time and part-time workers. The estimated cost of this program over the next 10 years is about $250 million, and it is to help about 25,000 workers. The goal of the Starbucks program is to help underprivileged workers achieve what they need to succeed, and it is a very good way to give back to the employees.
The world of golf experienced a huge surprise in Augusta, Georgia this past weekend on April 13th. 21-year-old Jordan Spieth became the second youngest player to win the Masters on Sunday. After last year's second-place finish behind Bubba Watson, Spieth was unstoppable, breaking records through 72 holes on the green. He putted in his 28th birdie on the 15th hole, making him the first player in the 79-year history of the Masters tournament to score 19 under par. Spieth claimed his green jacket with a score of 18 under par, tying Tiger Woods' 1997 Masters victory. The year Woods won, he was just a few months younger than Spieth.
The presidential race of 2016 is starting to take off, with candidates such as Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton, Rand Paul, and Marco Rubio announcing their candidacy. With all these candidates coming into light, we take you to this week's debate panel, where Corey Meredith will discuss with LaSalle students the latest developments. But first, we are going to take a quick break, so stay tuned.
Take her home. I got her. Yeah. No, it's really fun. I can take her home. It's no big deal.
Don't be that friend and help put an end to sexual assault.
There's something for everyone on LaSalle TV. I watch LaSalle TV. I watch LaSalle TV. The baseball team watches LaSalle TV.
I watch LaSalle TV. I watch LaSalle TV.
Veo televisión de LaSalle.
If you can too, follow us, like us, and watch us on LaSalle TV.
Welcome back to the debate panel. Today we have with us Gavin Lichtenstein, who is an LTV News analyst, and Michael Cooney, who is the president of the College Republicans. Thank you guys for coming. So today we're going to talk politics. So we have Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton, Marco Rubio, all declared they're running for president. What do you guys think of these announcements so far?
Yeah, no, I think these are all the names we've expected. I don't think there's any names we've heard that we're shocked about. I've been really fascinated by the rollout of these campaigns. We're starting to see a lot more social media use. I think the days of McGovern in front of an arena of supporters, I think those days are done. I think people are utilizing social media, so I think that's the only surprise so far.
Yeah, I'm not really shocked by any of these announcements. I mean, with Rubio, I feel like they knew that he was going to run right after Romney lost. At Cruz, he's always been trying to get his name out there, and definitely Rand Paul, he's been in question for a while now, and he's been trying to gain attention for trying to be a little bit more leaning forward than the rest of the Republican Party, so it doesn't really surprise me.
Gavin brought up social media, and we have that Clinton announced her presidency in a video, Rand Paul wrote on his website, and Cruz was the first candidate to write on Twitter that he was going to run. Yeah. So how do you think that the current technology and social media will affect this upcoming presidential election?
Young voters, young voters, young voters. And I think that's really what they're saying. I think it's a great way that they're really trying to utilize the young vote. For the first time, especially in 2016, we're seeing demographics, throw them out the window. They're unnecessary. Because we're seeing for the first time, demographics are changing. We're seeing young people not necessarily voting Democrat. We're seeing young people expressing their opinions to both sides of the street, as well with minority and other types of vote as well. So demographics are really changing going forward in 2016.
I definitely agree that there is a bigger amount of younger voters coming up, and that especially with political cycles, there may be more people who go to the Republican Party this time around than, say, 4 years ago. But in terms of social media, I feel like it's just taking over cable and newspapers. It's just a transition from something that used to control it completely to now being more online.
Yeah, and as of right now, we have 3 Republicans who said they were going to run for president and only 1 Democrat. Yeah. Is that going to split up the Republican vote, or is that going to hurt them? Whose race is it as of right now?
Yeah, well, there was a poll done by CBS News earlier this week that said 80% of Democrats said that they would support Hillary Clinton as their nominee, but they still want a discussion. We could definitely be hearing from Martin O'Malley, former governor of Maryland, soon. Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts could be knocking on the doorstep soon. So I think within the Democratic Party, we could be getting some more names. Joe Biden, you can never count out as well. But yeah, no, I really think Democrats at least are content with their candidate, and the Republicans are still battling for theirs, I would say.
I feel like right now the Republican Party is very factionalized, and they're trying to find their new stances, their new place in American society. So right now, it doesn't really surprise me. I don't think it'll hurt them that much. I mean, there's always usually more Republican candidates in the primaries than there are Democratic candidates. So I don't think necessarily it will hurt them. It's just something that has been going on for quite some time in American history. So it doesn't really, it doesn't scare me personally.
So after 8 years of President Obama and a new coming for America, how important is this election, and where do the people go from here?
Yeah, no, and especially with the midterm election, and now Republicans now getting a minority in the House and Senate, this is definitely huge for the country moving forward, especially with bills like the Iranian deal. We look at certainly the XL oil pipeline. We look at Obamacare, that is now with helping 16 million families across the United States. These are things that have been largely Democratic pushes, and Republicans have been trying to repeal them. So going forward, the progress of America, progress that has been made in the last 6 years, and with two years left, can certainly be changed and rewritten, determining what's happening.
Mike, what do you think?
I mean, obviously, me and Gavin have different opinions on this.
What else is new?
But I would say that it would become problematic if a Democrat is elected to the office, and again, it turns into the fact that Republicans have a majority in the Senate and a majority in the House. So, I mean, but it would be the same if a Republican got in and the same thing happened, you know, if more...
2006.
Yeah, you know, it would be the same thing. It's all really the luck of the draw. I feel like the American populace sometimes has trouble...
Give us a candidate.
You want
Put a candidate against Clinton.
You want a candidate. You want a candidate? I'm going Rand Paul.
Rand Paul, okay.
I'm going Rand
You're
Paul.
firm on that?
I'm firm on that. Rand Paul is winning.
All right, bold move, bold move. So rumors of Jeb Bush and possibly Chris Christie even getting into the race. What are your ideas on that, especially considering Christie's battling for the votes of New Jersey and he's the governor?
Well, first of all, on Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush, I think, we'll be hearing from soon because with Marco Rubio, the senator of Florida, I think we'll be hearing from him soon because now you're competing for a swing state and you're competing for the vote of just not minorities because Marco Rubio is Latino, but you're also voting for this, the vote of your state. So yeah, Jeb Bush, I think we could be hearing soon. And same with Chris Christie. I don't believe Chris Christie will be running, but I think we'll be getting a decision from him soon.
Yeah, I don't see Chris Christie running anymore ever since Bridgegate and some other things. You know, he used to have the majority of New Jersey's support, and now he's down to, you know, single digits. So, I mean, if you don't have support in your own state, then that doesn't look good on the national news. And with Jeb Bush, I think that, you know, he's pretty moderate, and that would be good for the Republican Party. But the whole problem is that people don't want, you know, legacies going on. Right. They don't want another Bush, even if he has good ideas.
So even though you guys are counting out Christie for now, do you think he's counted out forever? Do you think this is just going to be the end of him? Or do you think that we could possibly see him within the next 4 years again?
I honestly can't see him running. I think that Bridgegate is going to haunt him if he tries to run. It's going to come back. And there's going to be other things that are going to haunt him too, that he's too harsh, you know, things like that. He's been known to have a pretty... You know.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming on. That's all the time that we have for today. But be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on Facebook at facebook.com/LaSalleTV. You can tweet at us at LaSalle TV Philly or email us your thoughts at lasalletv@lasalle.edu. If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/LaSalle56. Until next time, for Madison, Steve, and the entire crew, I'm Corey Meredith. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.